Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Stampin' with No. Appreciate you tuning in. If this is your first time viewing my channel, thank you. I'm glad you were able to find me, and I hope you find that my cards inspire you to create some of them or all of them. Before we actually dive into the card that I'm going to be making, I wanted to go over a little bit of some housekeeping. Dealing with Stampin' Up, and there's something I got going on for the month of April. So Stampin' Up, there's a previous video. You probably have seen it if you've returned to my channel, but I'll just go over it again just in case. It never hurts to hear it a couple times. Starting 15 April, Stampin' Up is going to have a new Stampin' Rewards program. They're doing away with the host code. You know, host code was with them for such a long time, so I'm a little sad to see it go, but I think the new program is going to be better. You know, change is hard, but I think once we start getting into it, I think we're going to find that it's a win-win for everyone. So what is that Stampin' Rewards program? The way it's going to work is for every order of $20, you'll earn back 10%. And you will be able to redeem those dollars on any future order. And the reward dollar is good for a year. So for example, it's really a year plus a few. So for example, if you place an order, let's just say 20 April, this year, you place an order through my online store, you're going to earn some rewards. That rewards dollar can be used anytime up until 30 April of next year. So it's like 1 year plus to the end of that particular month. So depending on when you order, you know, you may have a little bit more than just 1 year. So I think that's really good. And on your account online, you'll be able to see what those dollars are. So it will track for you. Stampin' Up database, your online account will actually track all of that. So you'll see how much reward dollars you have to spend. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it'll actually tell you when it's going to be expiring, but I'm not real sure until they actually get the new program up and running. Then I can actually take a look and see what it's going to do for you guys. They're going to take the website down on 15 April, and they anticipate it being down for 6 hours. Now, by the time this video is up on YouTube, it probably will be past 15 April, but, you know, just in case, because I'm not quite sure the order of all my videos at this point, but I just want to cover it so that I don't leave anything out. So my recommendation is if you need to place an order, try to avoid 15 April just in case, so that they can iron out any hiccups, because, you know, you just never know when you're dealing with websites. Unanticipated problems. So the next thing I want to cover, and to me it's going to be the funnest, is this is my birthday month. And I don't typically celebrate my birthday. We always save them for the grandkids. But I want to give back. So I decided that, yes, I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I'm going to do it all month. I'm going to stretch it out as much as I can. And what I want to do is give back to you guys. So what does that mean? Place an order, minimum order of $45 before tax and shipping. I would like for you guys to do it by 26 April, but I'll work with, you know, whoever, because sometimes it's not always feasible. I picked 26 April because it's tied to my free card class to go. If you're familiar with that, I typically have a deadline towards the end of the month so that I have a few days to at least try to assemble the kits and get those into the mail to you by the end of the month. So that was why I chose the 26th April, is because I want to also allow me to give you those free card kits that you would earn. The card kit, if you're not familiar with it, I send out 6 kits for placing the minimum order of $45 before tax and shipping. And you end up getting 2 of each design. I have the cards done, and before I meant to get them to give you a sneak peek, but then I turned the video on. So, sorry. I really wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. So in addition to my free card class this month, for any of the cards that I post during April, now I've already posted one, which happens to be this card here. If you've not seen it, I'll do my best to link it to this video. Just from a timing perspective, I think I can do that. This is done in Petunia Pop, but as I mentioned in this particular video, I'm using the 24 to 26 in colors, so I'm not quite sure what color you're going to get, but at least you'll know it's one of the in colors. And then, of course, you know, you always got to have a pack of embellishments, so I've got plenty here to give to folks, so you'll get a pack of embellishments along with all these other things. Now, if you happen to exceed your order of $100, again, before tax and shipping, in addition to all of this, I'll also include the Silicone Craft Sheet, which is super nice to have. To me, it's just part of your basic toolkit for stamping and doing other things too. I mean, I actually use this for scrapbooking. But anyways, so happy birthday to me, to you. Want something to give back, like I said, and I hope you guys really enjoy this particular gift. All right, so what is that card that we're going to be doing? This is the card. I absolutely love it. Not difficult. Looks complicated with all the layers, but it's really, really easy. I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute. So I use the, actually got it from Celebration, the Starstruck embossing folder, and then this beautiful Delightful Wishes, and the stamp set and the die. And I meant to check. I don't know. I know the Sweet is out. I don't remember if this is actually flagged as Last Chance or not. So if it's Last Chance, it could very well not be there. But if this is something you guys want, please do not hesitate and just grab it. Just go for it. And you get the bundle and you save yourself 10%. All right, so this is the card. And let me show you that. I got some ribbon here. The only thing I did not include was the little bee. I started to, and then I changed my mind. So sorry if you guys were looking forward to the little teeny tiny bees. Forgive me for that. But I think you'll still like it. All right, so let me show you what you get. You're going to get the envelope. And I have a piece here to decorate. All right. I'll move this off to the side just a little bit more. Goes right here. Your card base. All these little pieces here. It's done in Lemon Lolly. So, so pretty. I'm not a yellow person, but I just absolutely love it. It's just, it's the right shade of yellow. You know, sometimes there's certain yellows that I just don't care for. You'll get the embossed piece. All right, I think we can see that. Yes, we can see that. I put this out because I changed my mind on something, and I'll go over it in just a minute. Then we got some Pool Party. We got that beautiful DSP. And I'm so happy the Spotlight on Nature dies. I had heard that they were going to discontinue or do a Last Chance. And I looked the other day and it was not flagged. So a lot of demonstrators begged, I don't know what other word to pick, begged Stampin' Up! Not to get rid of it because it is so universal. And it so many different sizes in it. It's just beautiful. Then we've got the label, and you got some ribbon that's coming your way. You do have a leaf. I'm going to work on that in just a moment. Let me get my piercing mat. So I'm going to use that in here in just a second. And then the flower, which I'll go over briefly with you on that. And then the die cut that says wishing. So let me tell you about this. This is extremely thin. I mean, you guys, I don't know what to compare it to. If you're familiar with the thinness of this ribbon, I mean, you can just tell that's really thin. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. On this card, I actually had the little dots that was die cut. And I'm thinking there's absolutely no way it's going to survive the trip getting to you guys. So I've changed it up, but I started, I don't know if this is it or not. No, this one I'm going to glue. I started putting the adhesive and I cut one out, and it's so thin that I'm just not sure the backing is going to actually stay on because it's so thin, and I'm just afraid. So what I may end up doing, and I'm not violating anything, is I may go ahead and adhere this piece to this for you. Some of you guys, or maybe all of you guys, are saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'll go ahead and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm pretty much convinced myself, at least 98%. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that for you. Now, the dot on the eyes, I'm not going to send to you. I think what I'm going to do, and we're going to do it on this card and see if it works, I will send you the two of the rhinestone jewels to go ahead and use those as the dot on the eye. I think that'll look really, really cute. But we'll find out here in just a minute. If it's something we don't like, then I'll go back and I'll go find those little dots and I'll adhere those for you. Okay? All right, so before we get started, I ended up, and I know you can't really tell, I ended up shading the daffodil. I felt like it just needed something. So we're going to go ahead and do that here real quick. Now, if you guys seen my previous videos, and I don't have it here right now, let me get to it super, super quick without taking too much time. You guys know that when you have multiples dies that fit together, it's really frustrating sometimes to have it trying to figure out where it's aligned. Well, this die, I ended up using some nail polish and marked where they line up. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you guys, because I don't want you frustrated, I'm not going to assemble this flower for you in the event you want to shade like I did. I don't want to cheat you out of doing that. So what I did, and I think you can see, let me go up here. I put an X right there. I think you guys can see it. An X right there. And then on this piece, an X right there, okay, to line it up. And that's what I will do for you. So you put these two together and you line it up after you shade, assuming you want to shade, okay? All right. And you're welcome. I don't want this to be stressful. It should never be stressful. Card making should be enjoyment, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get going here. And I'm going to go ahead and shade those first. So lots of stamp colors, but I'm going to do Daffodil Delight on this one. And Lemon Lolly. I got to find these. Lemon Lolly on this piece. And then this is Old Olive. So I'm just going to do Old Olive. And we'll do that one first. So shading, people have different ways of doing. I use a dauber and ink it up. And I just keep it, let me go this way. I keep it flat and like this. Some people go at angles. I don't do that. And you just, a super, super light touch. You don't have to go super heavy. And I don't know in the camera if you'll be able to actually see it. But when I shade, I like a soft shade. I don't like the super dark. And that's just personal preference. So, you guys shade to however you want. So I think you guys can see that. All right. So Old Olive is done. Let's do Lemon Lolly. Right? Lemon Lolly. And actually, I'm not even sure why I decided to do it. I had one piece put together, and I just felt like it was missing something when I put it up against the pool party. And then I did another one, and I shaded it, and I just liked it better. There we go. And then next is Daffodil Delight. Now, this one you got to be real careful because it's, thin pieces there. Daffodil Delight. So you want to definitely go soft. And you can tell I'm just going flat and just going over it. All right, almost done. Okay. Now, had I not shaded it, I probably would have adhered that for you guys, but sorry about that, but I think you'll like it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and glue these pieces together. Use my glue, and let me find the X is right there. You guys can see, right? Right there. And then the X right there. So it's going to go like this. You see what I'm doing here? Thank you guys. I'll make sure I'm in camera. I just lost it. There we go. It's going to be just like that. All right. Going in. And I was going to do the backing on this, but again, because it's so thin, I'm afraid that it's going to peel and then get stuck to whatever it's up against. And I don't want that to happen. So hopefully you won't be too upset about it. All right, so I want to go ahead and glue the leaf. So let me do that now. And about right there. See, two of them. I'll put that off to the side. Let me go ahead and adhere this piece. I'll wait to add the embellishment once I put it on the card. I just add in some glue. I mean, super, super thin. I don't know if the video actually, you can see it, does it just about just how thin it is. It cuts out beautifully, but oh my goodness. And those little dots for the eyes, I couldn't believe it. How tiny it was. Oops. Just line all that up. Well, you're off. Hang on a minute. There we go. All right, we good? All right, we got all that. So what's next? Let's go ahead and stamp. This one says you a happy birthday. But I'm going to change it up and say, what am I going to say? Let me get this first. Let me close my glue. What did I decide? Okay, it says you all the best. So it's going to say wishing you all the best. And that sounds funny if you don't put the word wishing first, right? All right. Tiny, tiny little label, but I absolutely love it. It's just so cool. I love labels. I do use a lot of labels. All right, so I'm going to move this just a little bit. I got to put the paper up. Make sure you guys can see. Line it up. And I think I can do it. Beautiful. Stamps beautifully. All right. We are, I think, done with all of the ink. Why do I need this? I have Mossy Meadow off to the side, but I'm not sure why. Okay. Well, we'll just leave it within reach if I happen to see what it was. Maybe I changed my mind on the shading. All right, so let's go ahead and put this thing together. So since I've got tone on tone, a lot of people like to use dimensionals and pop it up, and that's actually what I did here. I didn't follow my rules, I guess. I popped it up here, and then I glued this one flat, and then I popped this, and I'm gonna kind of sort of change it up. I'm gonna glue the Lemon Lolly flat to the card, and I'm gonna pop up this strip and then pop up this. And I'm going to be careful where I put the dimensionals on this round one. I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment. So put it up here so you guys can see. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. And it should be okay. You know, when you emboss things, you got to kind of be mindful. Some things require a little bit more glue than others, or adhesive than others, but I think this one's okay. It's small enough. So my card is moving. I need to bring my silicone mat over because it keeps sliding. There we go. Keeps it in place. All right, so this one's going to be glued together. That's such pretty paper. And I love when it has just a touch of Pool Party. I just thought it was a great accent. I love how they did that. All right, so I'm going to center this. And when you get this kit, before you adhere it, just make sure that the pieces, you know, don't hang over, you know, because I do cut it at different times. You know, as always, I try to do my best, but, you know, never hurts to double check, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and adhere that to this. And I'm going to put dimensionals. Let me close this up. It didn't dry out. So I'll get my larger dimensionals. Now, I am not going to put any in the middle since I'm doing 2 layers of pop-up. All right. Because the piece is going to be right in the middle. So when it gets through the mail system, hopefully it'll give a little bit in the center to where it's not going to get your card ripped open. I don't know, seems like lately my cards are not arriving intact, and it's just, it's sad that it has to happen. All right, so I'm going to center that. Oop, that's centered. Yep, that's centered. All right, so nothing in the middle, right? So let's go ahead and put him in. And your kit will either have this one or this one. It just depends. It's the same size. I can just cut them out a little bit faster. All right, so I'm gonna put dimensional, but I'm not gonna put it in the middle. No, I am gonna put it in the middle. I'm so sorry. I said that wrong. I'm gonna put it here in the middle. So I'm just gonna probably put 3. This might be a little overkill, but we'll see. It's probably not in camera, and I'll show you here in just a second. I just put 3 towards the middle because there's nothing here, and so everything should give without ruining the beautiful card. Oh yeah, I can tell the difference already. All right, so the wishing you, sorry, just the wishing is going to go there. And just a little glue. All right. About right there. Press down. Okay. So pretty. I absolutely love it. They did a beautiful job. Okay. So the flower, I want to put this ribbon. I don't know what you call it, a zigzag or whatever. So I'm going to do that, and I want to put a little bit of tape to keep the ribbon in place before I actually glue it. So I want to go this way, I think. I'll just put 2 little strips of adhesive going down at an angle. And let me get this out of the way. I don't think you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Start here. There's no rhyme or reason how I do it. It's just Just do it. And then hold it down. Okay. And there we are. Now hopefully it doesn't interfere. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this piece straight. And I put glue on the ribbon, keep it in place. Just, you know, make sure. Probably a little too much glue, but that's all right. You're messing with the ribbon. You don't want the ribbon to come undone. And then just place it, you know, so that it's not overhanging and covering up the word wishing. You don't want that. Beautiful. Love it. And then this piece here, I'm going to go ahead and use dimensionals. No, I'm not going to use, I am going to use dimensionals. I'm going to put one right there and then glue the other down. So my small dimensional. Put what end? This end. And then just a little bit of glue. Keep it down. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's stuck. There we go. Oh, mercy me. Okay, there we go. Phew. I didn't have the dimensional over that way enough. All right, so now what we're going to do different than here is we're going to add the rhinestones to the words to dot the I's. Put that there. Oh yeah, I like that better. I can already tell. And then that one there. And then you need one more. I gotta put one somewhere. I'll put it maybe down here. So I'll send you 3. Yeah. It needs 3. It doesn't look right with just 2. Yeah, it needs 3. It'll be in a little plastic bag, probably with these other pieces. So just, you know, be on the lookout for it. All right. Oh, almost. I always forget to do the envelopes. I'm definitely out of practice. You know, I haven't been well, and I've not been making cards. So sad. So I forget. All right. So there should be a little strip coming your way. I don't know what size right now. This is what I have. It may be a little bit longer. Who knows? I mean, not longer, but wider. We'll just have to see when I'm all done what I have. And this is the perfect width for the Stampin' seal. And there we go. And just remember before you lift to twist it, and you don't have the stringy problems. I love this paper, so I'm gonna show the yellow. And just line it up. And I need my scissors. Oops, almost got my ribbon scissors. All right. See, it's an easy card. It does not take long. You know, with all the layers that you're giving this card to somebody, and it almost looks like it's super complicated, but it's really not. And it makes a great kit, if I do say so myself. I think you guys will enjoy getting it and creating this beautiful card. So, all right, guys, here we go. This is the other kit for the month of April that I'll be sending on behalf of my birthday. All right, and I lost that other one already. I was going to show it to you, but that's okay. I don't know. Oh, here we go. And here's the other card kit that you'll be getting. All right, and there may be a third one. I'm kind of starting to run out of time, but we'll see what I can fit in. I'm going to do my best to try and get it. So I hope you guys like this one. I hope this entices you guys to place an order with me. Appreciate all the support everyone has given me. You guys have just been tremendous. And all for your new folks, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Just send me an email. I got all my information in the description down below. So as always, happy stamping to each and one of you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and stay healthy out there, and happy stamping to you all. Take care.